It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And one of the stars we'll see tonight, Bradley Beal, continues to augment his game every season. One of the best two guards in the entire league, Shaq.
You know, I know I say Klay Thompson has the prettiest jump shot, but Bradley Beal is a close second. He's improved his three-point percentage every year in the league. He also shot over 40% last season from long range, taking over 4 three-pointers a game.
Wow, that's impressive. And you know what? Because he's slightly undersized, that might be his only knock. But, you know, being slightly undersized, he still has the ability to finish in the lane. So I just think he's still a great player.
That'll do it for now. Let's get it to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
It's interconference time for these Nuggets as they come in as the visiting team. We're in the Palace of Auburn Hills. The Pistons are playing before their hometown crowd here in the Detroit area. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Tip-off goes to Denver. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got O'Neal. Jimmy Butler is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kemp in at the power forward position. Now here's Leonard. He dishes it to Lillard. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Can't hit. And Detroit the other way now. Damian Lillard is a two-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. Butler dishes to O'Neal. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Lillard. Following the score by Akeem Olajuwon. Leonard against Bird. Here's O'Neal. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
McGrady outside. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Leonard attacking. Here's Shaq. Lays it up and banks it in. Shaq's got 6.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
Now here's Curry, and then Griffin with the dunk.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Lillard, the pass to Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
A different look here for Detroit. Robinson's checked in for Griffin. Pierce comes in for Larry Bird. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Tracy McGrady. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Curry with the three. Shot, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
Here's Thomas. Following the basket by Shaquille O'Neal. Thomas, a screen on Lillard. There's a screen by Robinson. Pierce attacking. Here's Olajuwon. It's his first trip to the line.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
And he can't get the first one. Towns, he's checked in for Denver. Rodman comes in for Kemp. And the second free throw, good. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Leonard. Tries it from 19. And it's Leonard again missing.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. The Pistons have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, they're towards the bottom of the league there. Last season, they only shot about 70%.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just one or two guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Curry.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Moncrief kicks to Harden. With 1 on the clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Denver shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
Throw good, James Harden. Harden hits them both. quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pistons lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
The Pistons leading. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Jimmy Butler. Cheeks is out there with Moncrief. Then there's Towns, and it's Rodman in at the 4 slot. The shot by Pierce will not go. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Tanking is something that all teams that are out of it tend to do. I hate that word, Clark, but it seems to be the one used by a lot. Nuggets didn't really try to hide it last season either.
Well, you know, it certainly looked that way. Right around March, they just started sitting key players for no real reason. They framed it as rest, but it didn't quite look that way.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Tumbo is checked in for Detroit. Griffin comes in for Pierce. O'Neal's checked in for Denver. Kemp comes in for Rodman. Free throw is off from Moncrief.
And guys, for the Nuggets, it seemed to come out of the blue for their players. They all felt fresh, but the press release would say they needed rest. So obviously a bit of miscommunication there.
Denver in the lead. Here's Cheeks. There's the dish to Moncrief. He feeds it to O'Neal. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Cheeks' shot is good.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And, you know, back to the Nuggets and giving up a bit near the end of the season, miscommunications like that can really bother a player. Still, it's a viable strategy. I don't know if it's viable, but it's a strategy that could pay dividends if executed the right way.
Olajuwon's checked in for Mutombo. And a switcher also for Denver. Lillard's checked in for Cheeks. Lillard outside. Butler kicks to Kemp. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. The screen from Kemp. Now Moncrief, just 5 to shoot. Out of hand on it, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Moncrief. Pistons trail by 3. Picked by Griffin. Outside Thomas. And there's the pass to Bird. Clock at 6. Fires from 14. The shot no good. 18 that time from Leonard. The Nuggets leading by 3. pass to Shaq. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Kawhi Leonard with another great season last year earned his first Defensive Player of the Year award with his outstanding play.
And for Leonard, he became the first perimeter player to win one since 2004. That just shows you how incredible his defense was at times.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Robinson's checked in for Griffin, and Curry subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here is Olajuwon. He's got 5. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady.
And, you know, for Leonard, you can add that Defensive Player of the Year award to his hardware list, and that puts him in elite company, one of only 3 players to win Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP. The other 2, Jordan and Olajuwon.
Bird pulls it in. The Pistons trailing. Curry kicks to Bird. Dishes it to Robinson. Lets it go from 11. Off the left rim and out.
And for Leonard, winning the Defensive Player of the Year didn't change him at all. I mean, he received a car for winning that award and gave it to charity. Went out of his way to thank his teammates during his acceptance speech. I mean, I think it speaks of his character and really the impact that Popovich has had on him and that entire Spurs team.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Denver on top, up 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, here with Stephen Curry. And Steph, you've had to deal with a lot of defensive pressure. What do you need to do to counteract that?
I just got to slow down. I mean, we're playing good defense, trying to trap the ball screens and take them out the 3-point line. But, you know, just got to be aggressive, keep getting shots up, making the right plays, and no turnaround.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, it's not easy in the NBA.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. They started to take control of the game in the second quarter and pulled away nicely, heading into halftime up by 5. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
You know, 2 things went on in the first half. Yes, we saw good offense take advantage of mediocre defense, but we also saw a motivated team take advantage of a team that didn't want to hustle. They need an attitude adjustment.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Really an incredible game from Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you know, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
Bird out there with Griffin. Then it's Curry. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. The Nuggets leading by 3. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while there. How about going to the playoffs for 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late, but you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
And here is Curry. after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Kicks it to Curry to the inside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
There's a good screen. There's the three, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 5 now.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for him.
Now here's Kemp. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Leonard kicks to O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Lillard against McGrady. Up and in on the layup. McGrady's got his second basket.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
A different look here for Detroit. Love's checked in for Elijah. Pierce comes in for Larry Bird. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Tracy McGrady. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter.
Play him tight. Come on.
Curry against Lillard to the middle. O'Neal. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. Kemp with the steal. The feed to Lillard. Back to Kemp. Three-pointer. Butler. Another 3 for Denver.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Curry dishes to Griffin. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And guys, Blake Griffin has got to be one of the more humble stars in the league. You rarely hear about off-court issues in interviews. He's engaging and comes off kind of as a regular guy.
That's the way it appears to me, Kevin. The young man has his head screwed on pretty tight and both feet on the ground. He started out as a class act, and he stayed one.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
The first one falls.
And talking about Blake Griffin, one of the more well-liked players in our league, but also one of the most teed-up players, top 5 in the league for the past 4 seasons. He's been ejected from several games as well.
The Pistons making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
And, you know, getting back to Griffin, it's hard to stay grounded in this league. All the money, endorsements, ad campaigns, commercials, and so forth, that stuff can take you off track. But I think he's going to be grounded and maintain his focus going forward.
Shaq screen on Curry. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Leonard. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, he's gone without a field goal. And that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. Denver with a tough year last season. A lot of losses for them on the road as they would go, what, Clark, only 11-30 away from the Mile High City.
Yeah, and Kevin, they ended the season on a 5-game road losing streak as well. I mean, they had mostly given up at that point as they had tried to develop young players, and it just kind of blew up on them down the stretch.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
A big problem for the Nuggets last year is that they just couldn't hit shots away from home. I mean, they finished in the bottom 5 in terms of field goal percentage on the road.
Mutombo is checked in for Blake Griffin. Denver also making some changes. Towns comes in for Shaq, and James Harden subbed in for Kemp. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Hey, I've got one more note on the Nuggets and the road. I mean, when you shoot as poorly as they did, as you mentioned, you start to lose some confidence and second-guess things. It's a lot harder to fight through shooting slumps like that in somebody else's building, no doubt.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, huge. The free throw drops for Leonard. Just a bit of an up-and-down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant lulls.
And, you know, those giant lulls were a big part of the Pistons' season. I mean, their biggest losing streak was 13 straight losses, and a lot of that you attribute to their defense.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Harden the pass to Leonard. Three-pointer, Butler, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Mutombo is screen on Lillard. Curry kicks to Mutombo. Outside for Thomas. Puts one up. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. It's Curry outside, and that's not going to go. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 6. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. So it's Denver now. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. So on the floor for Denver, Damian Lillard out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Shawn Kemp. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Shaq in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Kemp. He kicks to Leonard. 4 on the clock. David Robinson with the rebound. And, well, Detroit shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Robinson a screen on Lillard. Feeds it to Olajuwon. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And, you know, for Denver, historically, they've enjoyed a lot of success for a long time. I mean, missing the playoffs consecutively might have been the wake-up call they needed to try something different going forward.
Griffin's checked in for the Pistons. No good on the second free throw.
And listen, it's sometimes really hard for teams like the Nuggets to know when to rebuild. So while they weren't quite sure what they had coming in the last season, by the end of it, they had a clear idea of what direction they needed to head into for the future.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Butler against Curry. Shaq kicks to Lillard. Denver passing it around, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. McGrady dishes to Curry. Passes it to Griffin. The shot will not go. O'Neal with the defensive effort. The Nuggets leading by 7. Lillard outside. Kemp kicks to Leonard. Pass to O'Neal. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Shaq. He's got 14 points and the 1 steal. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even 1 missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
All right, now.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well.
2 shots.
They've had a bunch of second chance points.
First one falls for him. O'Neal hits them both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half has been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here. See if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Now, here is McGrady. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The shot from the low post is good.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think they could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Here's Lillard, and the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets. McGrady up top, defended by Butler.
for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Here's Curry, following the score by Damian Lillard. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The Nuggets leading by 9. Here's Butler. That one off the back iron and out. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's McGrady. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Curry against Lillard to the inside. Here's O'Neal. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
James Harden. He's checked in for the Nuggets. Curry against Lillard. The dish to McGrady. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Griffin slams it in.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Kempa screen on Bird. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here's Harden to the wing right side. Lillard, the pass to O'Neal. 5 to shoot. The shake rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
Ginobili gets a wide open look, and the 3-ball is good.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play, and boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Now the Pistons with it.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
Curry dishes to Olajuwon. Connects from downtown. So the Nuggets win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations, Damian, on a nice win. What does this sort of game say about this team?
I think, first of all, it says that, we got to learn how to keep a lead. We can't let teams put us in that position at the end of a game when we play so well. But I think it showed our composure, our ability to win the game down the stretch when the team had us on our heels in the closing minutes of the game. We found a way to pull it out.
You certainly showed some toughness, Damian. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our Jordan Player of the Game. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.